Okay, welcome everyone and good morning. How are you today? Did you sleep well? Yeah, what's popping? What's happening or what happened yesterday? Anything exciting happened yesterday? It's Christmas time. Oh, I know people who are doing business amongst us here. You guys are cashing out. Uh-huh. Cashing out real time. Please gist. We need gist this early morning. If you are into business, come on, confess your sin and tell us how many percentage we are going to go with at the end of the day. We need to start collecting tithe here. We are not going to be greedy or even want to be like God. We just say 5%. Still give God 10%, but just say 5%. Give to character room champions. I'm the treasurer. I'm the financial secretary. I'm giving nobody that role. And then Shella, I know it's Christmas time now, no break for you. Wow, it's well. If you are not into business, you are waiting for the end of the month to collect alawi. December is coming. All the bonuses, all the
All the
13th month. Yes, all the 13th month. Guy, I missed 13th month, too, but it's well.
For those days, I remember 30 months were usually paid around October. So I can buy cheaper things now. But not now. They wait to the end of the year before they pay. I don't know what's wrong with all that.
Yes. Even these days, some organizations will collect it from your salary. So every month they will take something as part of 13th month. Before, it's more like a bonus, they just give. But these days, they will take at the end of every month, they will take
From
something
your
from your salary.
salary.
Yes.
It has never been like that before.
Everybody's trying to cut costs. So there is one that I think they divide it into two. The one organization is contributing and the one you are contributing. I know that's how
That one is, they call it
is
pension fund, I think.
version whatever. No, even your 13th month is now taken from your salary.
Wow, wow.
That was what we
That's
fought in my
interesting.
former organization, but HR said that's the way the rule, the HR rule or the Kenya administrator. Oh, they should just free me, but it's fine. I don't have 13th month now, but I'm happier.
You have God. You have God. God is more
Yes.
important. The outside.
These network people, they don't have character. You see, they've taken the lights, no character at all. But anyway, I choose to forgive them. I choose to forgive them. Early morning like this, I need lights. They've taken the lights. It's just to go back to bed, but I have 11 o'clock, so we move. Anyway, so today's topic, we are looking at how talent without character sabotages your destiny. So when you know all the book, you are a fickle, you have all the talent, you are the best in your organization, how those things, but without character, it sabotages your destiny. There's a paper I'm currently writing about ethical leadership, how character-driven ethical leadership, how it is not a leadership style, but it's an anchor to all leadership styles. So even if you want to be a transformational leader, if you don't have character, you can deceive people because all you are doing is to inspire. You can inspire them into doing things wrong. If you're um, a democratic leader, yes, you get everyone's opinion and all that, but then you don't have the character to weave through conversations and say, okay, this one works, because you are not a well-formed person in terms of character. So you can as well do and undo. I'm trying as much as possible to get through with that paper. God, but it is well. Just sharing that with our character, we don't have we everything that we've planned or we've done over the years, just because we lack character. One of these that we are not even planning that anything will happen. The Something will just happen and then you will lose those things. So it's better you build character first, build credibility, let people know you for who you are. If you say you are going to show up, you show up. And whatever you say you're going to do, you do it, because um, when you stop being a person of character and you are thinking that people will depend on the good work you're doing, they will not even answer you, because at the point they will say, "Oh, it's a regular thing. It's your job. You're doing what you need to do." But how we know someone who is an excellent person or someone who is a person of integrity is they go above and beyond. Like they keep to their words. Whatever they say they will do, they will go ahead and do it. And when they don't have the opportunity to do it, they would take permission before time, not you will be the one to remind them, oh, you've not submitted your work. And then they will say, oh, sorry, and then start giving all the excuses in the world. So it's just being intentional about how we approach people, because you talent will always announce you um, and get people to notice you. But then when you start working with people, you realize that they are looking at, it's not even, it's beyond your talent now. They are looking at your character. And one amazing thing that I've seen, especially online, is when, because you're talented, people are sharing you up. They are everywhere with you. You are this one, you are climbing, but just one mistake that questions your integrity or your character, everything. In fact, they will just leave one day. You will see that 2 million people will leave your followership. They will, they will just miss. And you're asking yourself, what did you do? Ah, these are the people that I was working with. That I did this one and this one, but because of one thing that you just did, everybody will start calling you names, start remembering what you did not do and how you did not do it. The online in-laws and how they will start, talking when it concerns them and when it did not concern them. So because people will always applaud good things and they want it to remain that way, they now forget that you're a human. So one of the days that you make a mistake, they will start, okay, where is this one coming from? She's been pretending all this while. So you just need to be a person of integrity, be authentic, be humble, be disciplined. Discipline is one word that I'm enjoying these days, self-discipline. I don't know how, but I'm beginning to see how it is an integral part of building character, disciplining yourself in many ways, in what you say, how you say it, what you eat, how you eat it, the relationship you build, the people you connect with. You need to actually have self-discipline. And when you can discipline the body, you can discipline the mind to, okay, this is what I want to focus on. This is what I want to be listening to. This is how I need to, irrespective of what people are saying to me, this is how I want to function. They are free to say whatever they want to say. They are free to laugh at you. They are free to question um, your decision. But you are the one telling yourself, oh, I've chosen to do this. I'm the one who will make this decision. Is me, myself, and me alone. Nobody's going to help me to make this. So I'm beginning to find that word, self-discipline, very, very, it's not disciplining other people. It's not about other people. It's about you, about the things that you watch, the things that you listen to, the people that you build relationships with, the places that you go to. There are places you shouldn't be. Like, nobody should see you there. There are places that you should be seen, and there are things you shouldn't be doing. I know everybody is doing it, but sometimes it feels lonely to be the only one not doing that thing. But you are the one telling yourself, I'm not lonely. I don't feel lonely. I'm here. I'm doing the things that I feel comfortable doing. I'm disciplining myself to say no to people and to say no to what every other person is doing. So um, we are going to start off this session just reflecting on why character attracts opportunity, talent attracts opportunities, but character maintains them. And I know we've touched this a bit from last week, but just looking at, when we start, when you look at what is happening in the world now, especially around entertainment, in terms of business, politics, everything, people glorify talent. People are excited about something that you are doing, especially when you are doing it well. And you rise fast because of your skill. You see now, NEPA, because I said they do not have character, now their character is back a bit. They decided to break that. So let's see if they will maintain the character. It's not just about bringing light. This one is reality. Let's see what will happen in the next few minutes. Okay, so let's continue. Leave the fire alone. They are friends. The same way police is our friend. That's the same way NEPA is our friend. So people rise on their skills because you've acquired this skill and you can work with it, but they fall faster when character is absent in their lives. When there is no character, you fall like it's just the minute everything will just scatter. And you keep asking yourself, why did I even try this in the first place? Who sent me or who sent me? So you can be a brilliant employee, but then when people start seeing that you're dishonest, they will lose trust in you. And whatever you say to them to enter one ear, it will disappear from the other ear. So you can also be gifted in speaking, gifted as a public speaker, as a politician, as a motivational speaker. But then when people notice that you don't practice what you preach, when people notice that you support corruption one way or the other, they start withdrawing from you. But then there's something that is so amazing. I don't know how people do this. They will follow you, follow the leader, they will follow the crowd. And they would, in fact, they will be applauding your excesses. They will be applauding you if you are doing something unethical, you are making the money. But once maybe you are in trouble with the police or EFCC, these same people will turn like the way they will just switch. You think whether you did something personal to them, the way they will start carrying that same way they shared your good days, that's the same way they will start sharing your bad days. Like you think that people will just sit back to say, okay, no, this person cannot do something like this. They will just switch immediately. So you need to be careful what you do in front of people. So you can be a creative person, you've already gained fame, but then you lose your peace because somebody released something about your integrity, the foundation of your being, and then people will start asking questions. What can I do differently? I said, what is it? What is it that happened? So talent is an opportunity for us to grow, but for us to remain tall and not shrink immediately, we need character. We need to know who we are. We need to know who we are becoming. Without character, success will become a revolving door. Yesterday, I gave my 300 level students, I gave them a test. And one thing with me is I'm one of the lecturers who I don't believe that I need to hide what I'm going to give you. Right from the first day we started the lecture, I'm already telling you this is what you see in the exam. It's up to you to go and read that thing. So I even told them what they should expect. I even told them it's on the word becoming. So you need to go and master what it means to become. But then the concept of becoming, what does it mean? Because the first 4 weeks, that's all we treated. I told them, like, so the difference is you can go to ChatGPT, you can go to anywhere, read books. But what I want to see in the exam is you applying those things. So they were thinking that I will come to the exam and say, who are you becoming? And when they saw the question, in fact, the first question has four grandchildren. Oh God, that's where you know people who were like who attended classes. It's not reading the notes. It's not in the notes. It's not about defining words and giving me. It's applying. And when I said to them before they started the exam, I said to them that please, all the examples you will give me in this assessment, they should be personal examples. I don't want to see my mommy said, my daddy is one, my auntie, oh, there was this person I know. I want to see you. All the because the topic is the course itself is around character, personal and professional skills. So we anchor it around character because it's part of ethics and humanities. So I wanted to see how they are becoming based on what we've done. So you push, you help me and pray for me so that I'll have the spirit. Some of them they were asking for extra sheets. I say you push, you help my life. But the point is, I want to see that it's not just about reading books. Like it's not just about being intelligent. It's about being able to reflect what we are talking about in class, character, reflect it in your writing. So instead of giving it to them as an assignment, I mentioned it a few times in class. Even the last class we had, I said, this is what I'm going to. So I wanted them to go and research and then come to class and apply it through your journey, your story. I'm looking forward to start grading that. And I'll just see people how it's going. The point is, I'm also noticing something and between two sets of people. So currently I teach two sets of people, the younger ones and the older ones. When I talk about character, maybe because of maturity, the older one seems to pick what I say. The younger ones laugh at what I say. It's not that they don't understand what I'm saying, but they feel that, oh my, it's not possible. Now is our prime. Let's do us. But the older ones, some of them are married. They are already seeing what I'm saying in their children. They are looking at all the mistakes they've done. They are looking at lots of things. So they understand when I say character in the workplace. But you see the younger ones. But then my question is, the much younger ones, what would it be like? When we start talking about our children and our teens, when we start talking about character, are we going to form them better? Or is their early beginning already, early life already shaping who they are? But one thing that I know about character is the fact that you can always become who you want to be. You can always change your behavior. You can always change how you do things. So just knowing that being intelligent, being smart is no longer enough. You need to build credibility. You need people to trust you. You need to self-discipline yourself or discipline yourself. You need to trust that whatever you're sharing with people, that you're trusting yourself to share what is right and not just sharing from a place of, oh, let's share talk and people are listening. What are you sharing on Facebook? What are you reposting? If this thing doesn't go with you, why do you want to repost it? If this doesn't work, if it's a lie, if it's a rumor, I asked them a question yesterday when we were doing fast decision making. So I gave them two cards and asked them to choose in 5 seconds whether they would do A or do B. And I said something about somebody who that you were offered the job, and the expectation of the internship is that they ask you to use fake engagements online to say write about fake news and everything. Would you take the job? So you applied, you got in, but this is the condition. Would you take the job? Come and seek chaos in the class. Half of the class said, why not? It's a job now. We need the money. The other people said, no, no, no. They would not take, but I was happy really. That I didn't have the whole class of 70-something students saying, we'll take the job. I have few people, not few, about 1/3 of them saying no. It's against who I am and all that. So I want to believe that even as we come here every day, by exposing ourselves to this kind of learning, we are developing our character. We are learning how to say no to unethical things. We are learning how to not so much depend on our talents, but depend on our discipline, our integrity, our self-knowledge, how to encourage ourselves to do better. How, when we make mistakes, we find ways to do better, to think about other possible ways to do things. Because, character maintains lots of things. An opportunity might be closer to you, but then character maintains lots of things. There was something that I was a bit worried about a few days ago, but when I met my boss yesterday, I was like, Flora, don't worry, we'll walk around it. And you know why? Because you keep showing up, keep showing up, keep showing up. No matter how tired I am, and then there is a space, maybe a faculty missed out, and it's my area, even when it's not my call, I feel in the space. I can be an overnight thing. And then I have just a few hours to prepare for that. I'll take the responsibility. And that's when people know that they can trust you. People don't intentionally not want to do their thing or do their work, but things happen and they change their mind. It's always good for someone to trust that, okay, I can call up or I can call upon someone else. And yes, they are tired, they are busy, but they will say yes and find a way. Just say yes and then figure it out. Figure out how to get that thing done. Say yes, figure out how to do. That's how you build credibility. And then the next time when you say, "Oh, I'm not available," it will not be as if You've been giving excuses all the while. It will be as if that, okay, you are not actually available. So I have a question that I want to ask us and I want us to start sharing. Um, have you seen anyone, or you can use yourself as an example, um, whose downfall was not from lack of character, lack of talent, but lack of character or discipline? Anyone who you've seen that because of their integrity, because of their goodness, um, instead of it helping them to achieve something, they will achieve nothing. And then what was the outcome of it? The immediate and the later. Emmanuel, go ahead.
All right. So, thank you,
Good
Mama
morning.
Flora. Yeah, good morning. Yeah. My name is Mano from Ghana. Yeah. So,
Uh-uh.
yeah.
Emmanuel, how did you get here? Welcome. Everybody, let's say hello to Emmanuel.
Welcome, Emmanuel, our
Yeah.
international
Welcome,
character
Emmanuel.
champion.
Welcome, Emmanuel. You're welcome to the character room.
Okay. Thank you.
You are hereby conferred with the national honor of our international character champion.
Oh.
Wow,
I trust
welcome.
you. Tunde Nachuku.
Yes, so Adeyo Solana Chuku.
Okay. So, I'm actually, you know, this week I was on YouTube. Then I saw one thing about one man of God. Although it was a documentary about how he rise up, but later on, due to one or two things, he was talking about, against the men of God in Nigeria. I have actually not listened to his message before, neither have I seen his ministry. But when I went on YouTube, they were talking about how he rise to a very serious fame. And I don't know. I'm sure most of you might know him because he's a Nigerian. Most of us on this call are also Nigerian. So the main lesson was not just to defame him, but just to teach we the Christian that we should have some level of integrity, or when we rise to fame, we shouldn't be just talking about men of God. So I think the name of the man of God was Dr. Sunday Adilaja. Adilaja.
Sunday
So I
Adelaja,
actually,
yes.
yes, please. I actually learned that I was just praying to God that God help me to be humble when I get to when you rise me up, help me to be humble, because I was so shocked after following the full documentary about how he rose to fame. He was imparting nation, talking. Dr. Mans Moreau came to visit his church, and so many things. But later on, there was news about he squandering money, doing this, doing this. And the latter part of the documentary wasn't nice at all. So that's one example that I can give. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Um, thank you so for sharing. And Mr. Tunde Nachuku, go ahead.
Emmanuel's hand came up before mine. I think Emmanuel should go before me.
Emmanuel has spoken now.
So, Emmanuel, put down your hands. So, good morning, character champion. This is the voice of is it Diamond voice from United States of
Diamond call
Shomolu?
gold. Diamond call gold me. I beg you.
It is Alabite that is gold. Me, I am Diamond. Diamond voice of Sunday Nachuku from USS, United States of Shomolu. Ah, this Onyechi I've not eaten. That is why my voice is not clear. So I've not eaten. And I don't know whether there's food on the table for me or not, Sha. But there's no problem. God is on the throne. There is God. So let's get to it. Success and character. let me start with my own life. I have said it over and over and again that in like 20 years, I was just like, that in this home video, when somebody dies and it is not the person's time, the soul will be roving, will be loitering around. So for like 20 years, I was like a loiter, loitering, not understanding that I didn't understand what I was doing. I was brought up by a woman who established that a good character is better than silver and gold. Yes, I knew that, and by default, that was me. But along the line, I wouldn't say here that I veered off. Along the line, when it was almost like the scripture says that hope deferred make the heart sick. When it was almost looking like this thing was being deferred, there are quite one or two small. Okay, I had the business that I did, and I there were some one or two things that I did then that looking back at it now, that if I had to do business, I wouldn't do a couple of things that I did. So made some money for myself, those money that I made, put them an investment. Just like Mike Morrow said in the book that we're reading, that if you gather funds in an unethical way, you would eventually lose the money. I gathered the money, but avenues to no no Omega Pro took all the money from me. There was also one that is called IPC. This money, millions, few millions of naira were taken away from me deservedly. So what I had come to realize now is that a lot of us, in the process of looking for success, we discipline ourselves to do a number of things. We follow, principles of success. In the process, there are some there are some compromises that comes with it. There are a number of things that we think that, and especially because of the kind of a society where we are. Sorry, it is the church I grew up in. I didn't go anywhere. So also in churches, there were a number of things we will also twat. Things like 24-hour miracle, things like, I've said it there before, when we will come here to talk about 24 hours, miracle alert. You just suddenly saw some money in your account that was somebody's error. You go to church and give testimony about it. You don't know that you are one of the greatest thieves in town. Instead of you to refund somebody else's money, you give testimony. And there are just some of these things that you have gone to do some unethical practices, and you get money, and then we think that once there's something people do around me that they say cleaning money up. So what do they mean by that? You have gone to be involved in some kind of Yahoo Plus. You have gone to be involved in drug pushing. You have got to be involved in some questionable means to get funds that you can't come out to say this is how you get your funds. You now bring the money into printing and buy all manner of machines. Or just like something that there was this guy that everybody knows, Osh Poppy. He will come online and put Rolex watch in the freezer and say he was a he was a real estate guru. People will go and get money from all manner of places, and they will establish a big printing press, and people will say, oh, he's doing so well, he's a printer. So these things that we do, and it's almost validated by people that should be respected. And at the end of the day, just at some point, you will see those people fall like a pack of cards. So what is that sent to me personally is that we need to hold ourselves accountable. We need to go back into our lives and really think about what we're doing, because it is very possible to be very disciplined in terms of growing wealth, and then there are some holes in your character. There are some holes in your character. There are so many holes that I had, that I discovered in my life, and every day, every time, I am working on them. One thing that I realize that I do not really rank high in is, oh, I am one of the greatest emotionally porous human being that I've known. When you talk about emotional intelligence, I am not there at all. I caught myself in it, and I'm working on it, because I know that one day I could be in some gathering and somebody would just get me upset, and I would just flare up. And you see, if I would go and do that in a place where there are HNI, of course, I will never be opportune to come back and correct what I have done, because in just one moment of madness, whatever one has done, maybe it's that particular meeting that is meant to now take you to the level of a billionaire that I dream and I'm working towards. So for me, what I want to say here is that we need to catch ourselves before we are caught by others. Because if you catch yourself, others will, because if you catch yourself, because what I've realized is I know when I'm getting upset. And I was driving on the road yesterday, and people were just misbehaving all over the place. This damn food driver, they are wrong. Oh. I was just looking at them like this. There was one person I was supposed to roll down my mirror and give back to. I didn't roll down intentionally, even though I said what I was supposed to say in my car. But I was looking at him, so I didn't roll down to share his madness, because I was on the road. He opened the door. I was honking for him because I was running late for my meeting, and he was still proving he was right. Before now, Tunde Nachiku will have packed, come down from the car, and go and warn him very seriously that how dare you. But I left him. So we need to catch ourselves until we are caught. When we hear stories from people like this man Adelaja that was spoken about, because the funniest thing is that when you see, before you get to the top, those things do not show. They are there, but they are in the secret place. They are secret, they are hidden from the people. But as you grow, it's like that is where the you think that your village people are going to prevent you from getting to the top. No, your village people will have waited till you get to the top before they now show in your issues here and there. So I would want to say that we should actually do a lot of introspection, and the introspection should be every time, so that we don't crash at the verge of our breakthrough. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I love what you said about we need to catch ourselves before we are caught. And why this is important is we are not saying we need to be perfect. We are saying that you've done so many things. The best way you knew how to do it then, but it's time to do better. It's time to go back to square one to say, what can I do with these experiences? What can I do with my past? How can I make it better? I'm not going to erase everything that has happened in the past, but I can do better so that people will stop seeing the negative part of me. By the time they start seeing the positive side of me, that covers it. That protects me from, becoming a bad person, because I want to maintain that goodness. And it's not like a linear equation. Something that you keep doing every time, you keep growing, becoming better, and life will keep throwing you up and down. Or you are telling yourself, I've chosen to be better. This is my choice. Nobody is forcing me to do this. So because it's your choice, you are making sure that you are giving yourself the time and the energy to be better. Thank you, Mr. Korenachu. Not Korenachu, Tunde Nachu. Chigozirim Nachu, go ahead. Everybody's name in this character will now start to end with Korenachu.
So thank you, Flora. Thank you, Flora Nachuku.
Okay, Chigazim, go
Good
ahead. Don't mind you.
morning, everyone.
Morning, how are you?
Yeah, good morning. I'm very fine. Mr. Tunde, thank you very much. In this life, I know that many of us have really passed through a lot, and the reason why we all gather is to learn from people's experience and also try and to avoid some other things. You understand? There is something you said about catching yourself up before being caught. Actually, I know very well. I celebrate every win that comes my way, every little win that comes my way, both in my attitude and in my work. Everything I do, I just try my possible best to celebrate myself when I do well. I thank God that when it comes to controlling my anger, when it comes to controlling anger, ah, I noticed it. That was 2 weeks ago. I was coming back from church, and I just wanted to get something, and then trying to make a U-turn. Trying to make a U-turn, you understand? So there was these guys that were trying to cross the road. So all of a sudden, I was trafficating to make the U-turn. All of a sudden, they started walking into the car. Like they were like trying to walk. I don't even know what their plans was. Excuse me. But normal me, that normally drive like, well, since this person wants to die, come and die now. The best thing is that I would just go and report to the police station, first of all. So what these guys said was, they said it in Igbo. You know, go drive this car. They said it in Igbo like, Owenganya mota na before me were kwamji kwasa chabu. Normal me. What it means is, won't you drive this car before I use this stick now and finish this car? Normally, I would be like, I would roll down my glass and just be like cursing them. So when I just looked at them, I was like, these ones, they don't come. Now them be that. Now them be that. So I was like, when I from my car, I got into my destination, you understand? So I lighted. I was like, so this is now just temptation will just come my side now to just know if I will just say anything arrogant to these people. I gave myself that kudos because on a normal, if it were to be me before, I'll be like, say you want the mad, but I'm with the mad. So I always give myself that kudos to every small win that I achieve. So I would like, and I'm happy that I've not been going back to that sort of life. If I just see that kind of thing like this, I would just, even if you the craze self, or I carry your craze, they go make me the carry because my peace matters a lot to me now. So I wouldn't want anything to just ruin my peace. So I always stay in an environment that I know that yes, I have watched everything going on there, and I can't really afford to lose my peace there. So that's just it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. That's so profound. Thanks for sharing. These things, when we say we make choices, that nobody forces you to do anything. No one. You are the one telling yourself what you need to do, how you want to do it. So nobody's, even if maybe some of these things you're deciding to do it because you are learning to be a better person, you're part of character, something is featuring in, you're learning, or you've learned about it so many years ago and this is the time you're deciding to do. You are the one telling yourself it's time to stop. screaming, shouting at people, and just people will think that you're weakly, like, oh, this person I can, do anything I want, but you are insisting that they do the right thing, but you refuse for them to let you refuse to let them dictate how you behave. And that's I remember sharing with us here sometime that I had this friend. You can never get him angry. You can never get him angry. In fact, one day I tried, and at the end of the day, I asked him. He said, I refuse to give anyone permission to dictate how I behave. So no matter what, I will walk away. I will not allow you to make me scream or shout or no, I'll just walk away and keep my sanity. So it just that word give anybody permission, because whatever you choose to do, you are the one deciding, okay, I'm going to allow this person's behavior to dictate how I respond, how I scream, how I shout. Um, you know, these days I'm a bit softer, and maybe that's why my younger students, they feel I'm calm. I got their feedback and someone said I am calm. She's always smiling and playful. I say, Jesus, this is not Flora. Ah, God. But I don't know if it's a good calm. Because but even at that, I still insist on them doing the right thing. I still insist on them not eating in class. I still insist on them not talking using their phone. So I was expecting to see in the feedback from, oh, she forces us not to use our phone. Oh, she's always screaming about not using your phone, not eating in class. But I didn't see all that. Yeah, I seen the other part that you are helping them to become. That she's quiet, but I don't know if I'm quiet. I will ask them today. I'm going to school. What do you mean by I'm quiet? Let me know if it's a good quiet. I don't want to quiet. But it's so beautiful that you see. I choose not to let them make me so upset. It's unlike Flora that I've not even screamed in class. Like this is unlike me. But I'm learning every day to ignore them. But what will happen? I'll continue what I'm doing. They will be the one to adjust, and then we'll continue what we are doing. So, catching yourself first before you are caught. Good words.
So
And
all
then
of
I
us in
do what?
character room have joined to transform your. All of us in character room have joined to transform your life. You are a new creature, so you have
Yes.
rededicated your life to better character. That is what has happened. So you owe
Amen.
it to all of us in this room. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for helping me become better. In the natural character. Onyinyechi, please go ahead after you, Odinaka.
Okay,
Okay,
good morning,
Onyinyechi.
everybody.
Onyinye, how do we put Onyinye's own? Onyinye.
No, no, my own is not there.
Onyinye na
Onyinye na
Onyinyechi Chukwu,
Onyinye
Onyinyechi,
na
Onyinyechi Chukwu, Onyinyechi na Chukwu, Onyinyechi Chukwu.
Saturday. Saturday, good morning. Thank God you did not use food to finish us this morning. I'm happy that you have not eaten today. I am so happy. Thanks be to God. Flora, good morning. Okay, we're talking about character and success. So I'll use myself as an example before I talk about other things. The first time I made 28,000 naira from my surprise call there. Let me first of all laugh. I was on top of the world like somebody that has made millions of naira. Then it was as if, like, in fact, nobody can talk to me again because I was very happy.
Or you should go and
Now,
or you should go and dethrone the president of the country and enthrone yourself.
oh God, but something happened. I didn't use that money very well. I didn't even know how it went out of my hand. I did not know I did not know I like it was so the character and the discipline to keep it and reinvest it wasn't there. So it just went just like that. If someone asks me then that what did I do with it, for where I would not say anything with it. So I saw the need for mentorship. So I enrolled for mentorship as to how to manage finance, when it comes to business, how to pay myself from the business and keep the money and reinvest it. So I had to enroll for a mentorship class. And then I saw that if you are successful and you don't have a good character, you will lose one, you will lose relationships, good relationships that are supposed to be stepping stones for you to go to the next level. And then if you are successful when it comes to finance and then you don't have a good character, it will also make you lose respect. It will make you lose respect to for from some persons. Now my friend came to me and she shared a story of her boss. She was the person she's working for. This person, she told me that Onyi, they call me Onyi. Onyi, I want to I want this woman to be my mentor. I told her, okay, if your spirit is leading you to her, no problem, but pray about it before you go. She said, okay. Then one way, she got a lesson with the woman's child. She got a lesson to teach the woman's child from 4 o'clock to 5 p.m. She told me, Onyi, I'm getting close to my goal. I'm getting closer to my goal. Do you know that my boss just told me that this particular woman in my church wants me to teach the child for home lesson? I said, that's very nice. Then she went. She saw the opportunity of that and she used it. She was open to the woman. But one thing she does is she never enters any place. You won't see her entering anybody, the woman's kitchen or the veranda or anything. She always loves keeping to herself. The only when the woman comes and she say, Ma, please, I have something to tell you. I just need advice on it. Unknowingly to her that the woman was seeing her as someone that talks anyhow. So this particular woman, she's someone that this my friend respects a lot. She's successful. She said, okay, since you are in this particular position, I can get advice on how to go about my finances, on how to be a good woman and be a good wife. So the woman that she's working for now had to go and tell her own boss directly and told her that this girl, I don't like her. She talks a lot. Why would she tell me all her problem? Then her boss called her and say, Blessing, I know you don't talk to people. You are someone that always keep to yourself. How come you're telling this woman your problem? And she was like, problem? Then no, I've not told her my problem. Oh. The only thing I've told her is, Ma, I need advice as regard this, and this. That's all. Me, okay, and how will I carry my, you know me, Ma, I don't do that. And the man said, yes, I know you. That's why I'm surprised. And my friend called me and said she felt so bad. Like, how will this woman say that she's just anywhere telling her problem and all of that? And this one person that she respects because the woman is successful in business and she's also successful in ministry. So she just wants to learn from her. He said she felt so bad that she has even cancelled it from her mind that what she will do is as she goes for the lesson, and she comes back with that. She will not even ask, just greet, greet, greet. That's all. Then now she started doing that. This same person is now still looking at her like one eye, like what is this? And I told her that, see, your boss already told you that go do your lesson and come back. You don't need to start telling her few things about yourself just because you need advice. And she said that don't even think about it. And this same woman had to tell her boss that she's everywhere. She's everywhere. Everywhere means if her younger baby is crying because of the kind of person that she is, she will just carry the baby and to keep on teaching that person. And this woman doesn't like it. And she's like, who doesn't like help? Like your baby is crying and crying, you will be inside, you won't come out. Who doesn't like help? I'll come out and carry your baby, and you say it's a problem. And the boss told her that even if the baby falls down on the floor, don't carry the baby. Leave the baby like that. And she's someone that cannot do it. She said, when you know me, I cannot do it. Pikin go dey cry, cry. The woman go dey inside. If I carry am na problem, I no understand. So she lost respect for the woman, even when the woman is someone of high class and from far, people are always talking good about the woman. She lost respect for the woman with her success and and everything. She's built so far. She just don't want to have anything to do with it. And the woman didn't know that reporting to my friend's boss also made the boss also lose respect for her. The boss said, "My dear, do what you want to do and leave that place." So when it comes to character and success, if we don't checkmate ourselves, there is every tendency that we'll do the wrong thing. There's every tendency that we'll react to some certain things. There's every tendency that will react to even people, people that are following us or our mentees, because we always want to see them as people that are down. We always want to see them as people that don't know, that have not gotten to the standard that we are. So why would this person want to talk to me? Why would this person want to associate with me? Doesn't this person know that I'm of high class than them and all of that? So that's why it's important. I always pray one prayer. I tell God, please make me humble, keep me humble, and continue keeping me humble, that when I reach the level I want to reach, even as I'm going, may I not see the next person close to me as someone that is not worth standing with me. So it is very important that even as we grow, that we must always checkmate ourselves. And thank God for character room. When you want to do rubbish, you remember that the next morning you will come to character room and you come and report yourself. Thank you very much, man. This is what I have to say.
We will soon have character champion police here, but it's not necessary. The essence of being here is that you do things. Nobody needs to force you to do some things. It's just freedom, and freedom should allow you to make your choices. Do the right thing by yourself. Nobody is going to force you or police you or follow you everywhere you are going. You're the one telling yourself, okay, it's time to do the right thing. So Emmanuel asked the question in the chat, is there a difference between character and duty? Of course. Character is freedom. Duty is doing what you're asked to do. But then it takes character to do your job well. And when I saw that question, what came to me is, after the war, some of the Nazi soldiers, some of them who were brutal, were punished for war crimes. And you know why? Yes, it's your job, but character should tell you where to say no and where to end. So even though they were doing their job, they were kidding, they were doing whatever it is, but then it takes a person of character to know when, okay, this is beginning to be against humanity. So yes, you can do your job, but it takes someone with. That's why if you have duty and then you place two people, somebody who has a well-formed character, somebody who is still working with a different kind of character, they will do that duty differently. One will understand and choose from a place of knowledge, self-knowledge. The other one would do from a place of, oh, this is what they asked me to do, and I'll go and do it. And that's also why maybe if you ask people to do things and you send them off, yes, it's their duty. But then when they get to the scene of the event, they look at it, no, this, I can't do this. Yes, it's my duty, but I choose not to. So character is, I'm choosing to do things because of who I am. That's my choice. That's my decision. Yes, it's my duty, but I'm the one telling myself that I will do it and be ready, and I will not do it and be ready to face the consequences, or I will do it and be ready to face the consequences. So it's a two-way thing, depending on who you are. Like two of us will be asked to do something, and based on my character, and that's why you see lots of politicians or even leaders, you're asking yourself, why is it that maybe another CEO comes to a dying establishment or a corrupt system and fix things? And let's take Torakunini, for example. Yes, it's her duty, but beyond her duty, she has a job. She has chosen to clean up the mess. So her character speaks. That same establishment, someone else can come in and becomes, oh, this is my job, let me do it and get off. So there is a place of character coming to refine how you do things. But then you are not just saying, oh, it's my duty. I'm here to teach. and it doesn't matter how I teach it. But when you're a person of character, you are taking your duty a little bit top notch. Okay, Odinaka, please go ahead. After you, Solomon, Binta, and then Emmanuel will close out. Odinaka, your hand is up. Please unmute. Okay, Odinaka's, I don't know what happened. Solomon, go ahead.
Okay, good
Solomon, are
morning,
you?
everyone. Good morning, character
Good
champion.
morning. Good morning.
Yeah. Um, I want to thank each and every one of you who are in this platform for the great work that you people are doing, because I think the what we discuss here every day is things that helps us, to be a better person and to be a good citizen in this our country, Nigeria. But before I start, I want to say something concerning Mr. Tunde. You know, Tunde, I've did a research. Tunde means return, and he's accepting and saying that he wants to bear the name Tunde Nachuku. That Tunde Nachuku means return in God. In case if you did not know, so I think I love the name so much. He's mentioning that he's going to celebrate it for everyone. So as he's planning to do that, he should know the meaning, So um, I'm grateful how you people come together. We, you know, do everything with joy, teach others. Those that don't know, they are learning every day. I've been a silent member about like 2 weeks here, learning so many things, which are also
Wow.
helping me to, increase the ones I have, to make it a better one. So what I want to say about this character and the process is, character really helps everyone to be a better person. And the greatest point of it is that if you have a good character, it will not only reach you alone, it will extend to your family, your children, your great grandchildren. I had a story about a lady whose father was not rich, the dad was poor, but the man has a good character, and the man has been helping people in different ways. It's just that the success was not there. The lady wants the father to enroll them in a better school, drive a luxurious car, live in a quality mansion, but the good character that the man has was already speaking for him. So a day came, the man was now advising the daughter, because I think that's the first daughter. He was telling the first daughter that, you see, that a good name is greater than all these things that you think I don't have. One day you realize the benefit of everything that I am doing. So a day came that the man, after advising the daughter snubbed the father and said that the father doesn't know what is trending, that your character cannot take you anywhere, that what takes you to a greater height is your connection, the way you are, parading yourself with different luxurious properties. That is what makes people to respect you. But actually, that's not the truth, because I realized that um, after from the story, I realized that a day came when the dad has already passed on. The lady went somewhere to, to search for a job. So, but immediately she reached to the place. They now bring out her documents and found out that one of the head of the director of that company looked at her name. The director now asked her, this name, how come? Is this your father? Is this person or the person that gave birth to you? The man narrated the story and gave a full definition of who his father who his father is, and how his father has been, doing so many things about the father. That was what now remind the director that there was a day when the man, they wanted to, you know, put the man in a bad condition. It was only the father that came out and told everyone that this young man, what they are saying that he did not do it. That the guy, he now give them proof that the young man is a good someone, that they should help him and put him in the right position. I think that's how the story, if I can remember very well. So, and after everything, that lady was given the job, and in fact, the respect they have for her is high. This was what made the lady to value the father again, though it was late because the daddy has already passed on. He now went and bring the picture of the daddy and put it in her office. He was apologizing to the daddy that all you were trying to teach me that I did not practice it. I thought that what is trending is more important than what you were trying to, teach me. So, and after everything, the lady now took a good leave and start living a good life, which is that character of a teen. Have you seen? It was the character, it was what the father has been displaying. Not only that he did that to the young man, people believe the father because of the kind of life he's living. People believe the father that day because they know he's a man of integrity. So that was what really makes people to listen to the father the day he wanted to save that young man. So I want to use what happened between one of the minister and a soldier. I recently, is it this morning, I saw something, a flash news that they wanted to sack the soldier Yerima or something Yerima, the name of the soldier that um, stood his ground to defend one minister. So, but they found out that the young man, that his father was a general who is well known in this country, Nigeria, with a good character. So because of that, they were unable to sack him because of what? His father was a man of integrity. I think yes. So you see, the character, when you have a good character, it really helps you. I've been with someone who I transact business with, and then the person mistakenly transferred above the money that he's owing me, that she's owing me because she's a woman. She transferred 1 point something million instead of 1 million naira that she's supposed to transfer. When I looked at the money, I say, does it mean that she did not know what is happening, or she don't know the exact quantity that I gave to her? So what happened is that I called her and said, "Ma'am, please, there's a mistake somewhere. The money you transferred is above the money you're supposed to give me. Please, send me your account number. Let me transfer the money back to you." The woman was very happy. The woman was very delighted to seeing someone that could tell her that she made a mistake and revise the money back. Since that day, the relationship between me and her was tight to the extent that if you go to her and tell her something otherwise, she will say no, that she needs to call Solomon and hear from him because she knows what I can do. So what I'm trying to say is that with what I did to her that day, she now referred me because I'm a businessman. So she referred me to so many other people of her level class. So I would just be in my house. Someone will call me and tell me that this person sent me your number and saying that you are going to deliver this particular product very well. Please, I will be happy if you do exactly what she said. I will say no problem, ma. And since then, I've been working very hard not to fail her. Even this morning, someone she referred me to called me for a product, and I'm working very hard to make sure that the promise I made to her is being fulfilled. So I think when you have a good character, it's good because the character will now earn you more things more than the success. If the success will be there, you have good, you know, you have a peace of mind. The money you make through that. I remember what Mr. Tunde said about people who are doing so many atrocities just to acquire wealth, mass wealth. You see, one thing about the difference between the two is when you have a good character and you make money through it, you have peace of mind. And there is nothing like maybe you are working on the way, someone will now come and ask you, my friend, you do this, you do that. But if you are the type that live a life of, money is money, you will not have peace of mind. Even when a cockroach is running under your cupboard, you will think that the owner of what you stole is already at the corner. So I really benefited a lot from this group, and I thank God. My prayer is that God should help me, to implement more, to put action, so that
Solomon,
will help people
welcome.
and remain as a. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Someone say, even when cockroaches, cockroaches approaching, you are running away. Bad thing is bad, I beg. Okay, Binta, briefly, and then we have Emmanuel. Let's close out.
All right. Good morning, Madam Flora. Good morning, character champions. And it has been a quite very interactive and insightful conversation. So now, it is very pertinent to restate the fact that when we are talking about character modeling, character, and all of this, we are not talking about perfection here. We are just talking about being deliberate in the kind of choices we made. It happens that around June, I got shortlisted for my agri business for the Orange Corners. And for the whole process, I was able to learn something, and that has even opened pleasant doors of opportunities. I got shortlisted among 100 applicants. I made it to the interview, 70 of us. From the interview, I made it to the 30 of us. So from that 30, they are going to select just 20 persons, 20 businesses, existing businesses. And this Binta Fanfresh is just something that is coming up. And I was glad about that. So it now happened that the day of the pitch, we have the Netherlands, committee, they came around during the pitch competition. And one of the panelists, she asked me that, Binta, this business you're talking about now, is it okay? Is it all about sweet potatoes and cassava? I said, as we speak, I only have sweet potatoes and cassava on the farm, and there is plan to scale into pepper, vegetables, and what have you. And she said, okay, that's fine. So when we now finish the whole process, we have other as in viable businesses that have been exist, very strong ones. But the fact that I was still able to stand side by side beside all of this, and people were not like, you would have told them that you planted pepper, you plant. I said, no, I have not. I will. It's quite two different things. And at the end of the day, I didn't get to the 20 or what. But the truth of the matter is, there were so many things. I've been able to get network that even pays. Okay, the stipend would be 200K every month, 6 month training, and all of this. Is something that everybody will want to do. But the fact that I understand what integrity means, even saying the truth. Madam Flora mentioned something that catch yourself even before you are being caught. They came to my farm. They came to my farm for inspection because it was a very long process. And along the line, I still stood my ground that this is what Binta Farm Fresh Food is, and this is it. After that, I got selected for British Council, Binta Farm Fresh Food. My rejection then was a redirection. It was not something I took to heart because the fact that I was able to open up the position where the business stands. So I got selected for the British Council. I got selected for the ECOWAS, which we are currently ongoing. I got selected for a grant, which I won out of 930.
Peter, we can't hear you again. Hello, Binta, are you there?
9 applicants, all female. We picked the grant. Gathering this well. It's not about I want to get this, I want to go. But I don't tell people, don't force things to happen. You get it. You don't look for popcorn. I was getting, I was getting. See, now I'm people correctly. The member of West and North Lagos, understand? So it's not just about you using your head. You know, some people be like, by all means, they must shall be there. No. Okay, let me share another experience. One of our senior colleagues share a job offer with respect to Jobber Man. And then I was still at my placement school at Teach for Nigeria. And they said, Binta, I got shortlisted for the interview and they had me on board. We did the interview and they said, Binta, this position, we want someone that will resume immediately. I told them as we speak, I cannot resume immediately. Why? Because I'm still ongoing my fellowship at Teach for Nigeria. So the thing is, if you people can allow me resume by August, when I'm done, and they say, no, that's delayed. A month is too much for them because they actually, and I just gave up about the job. And to be honest, my sister, we went through the process of our own fellowship again, and I was so excited when she got being placed in Lagos State. From that Lagos State, there were still rigorous activities they went through, and she got selected. And now she has been given her appointment letter to start her fellowship in Lagos State. Do you understand? The fact that you do not let lies. Some people were of the opinion that you are about to finish that fellowship, something that you've been doing for years. I said, no, that was not the agreement I signed with Teach for Nigeria. I cannot say at this point because of the next success syndrome, and I would want to do all it takes to just get to that job. No. Once I finish this, then I know by then I've completed the contract and I will continue. I would say something again. Madam Flora, during our pre-institute training, she do mention something to us. She will say, see, fellows, if you are able to prepare yourself, if you put into use all this training, all the section we are taking you people through, trust me, even after your fellowship, you will not have nothing to worry about. And sincerely speaking, that it is just the bitter truth. I begin to now reflect on all those talks, all those advices, all those sections Miss Flora had with us then. I could see that some people consume so much information, they consume so much knowledge, but the fact that implementation is missing makes some people to still remain where we are. These little things, some people use high to just wipe it off. It matters, and this will also help us in becoming that person we choose to be. Thank you, everyone, and do have a splendid, pleasant day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. One of the things you pointed out, especially, getting to the end of the fellowship, maybe 1 month to the end of the fellowship, and then everybody's applying to one job for another, and then 1 month into the fellowship, to the end of the fellowship, you got a job and you decide to leave. There are lots of experiences, like I can't share now because of time. But one of the things I want to share here is one of the fellows came. I asked the fellow, please don't go. You have just 1 month. Insist that they allow you finish your fellowship. You signed to stay 2 years here. This is a commitment. You need to stay here. Say, no, ma, they are going to pay me 150. I say, how much is Teach for Nigeria paying you? 90-something thousand. And you're talking about 150 just in 1 month. You cannot wait. Say, no, 150. I said, that's fine. Unfortunately for him, he left and went for the interview. He didn't even wait to finish the interview and got selected properly. He finished the interview and they've said that they're going to take him. I said, that's fine. So the next thing I got an email, a copy. I was copied to one email from the proposed school, not school, organization asking for reference for him. Trust Flora, I will not tell lies. I told them that this is somebody who cannot commit to finishing his fellowship. I'm wondering how he commits to the work that he's going to get. Like, I'm not going to lie about it. You have 1 month to the end of the fellowship and you are living the 1 month, you committed to it, and now you are going to another job. They were like, forgive her. I said, there is nothing to forgive. I'm forgiving her, but I cannot lie on paper. They asked me a question. I have to say the truth. This is what happened. He couldn't finish it, so he just let his commitment of 2 years and he chose to leave. I don't care what happens afterwards, but I'm going to say the truth. Later, somebody else that she applied to one of these for Nigerian jobs again. I said, well, I'm not part of it. I don't care. But there is no way you could not commit to something and then you are coming back to, where are you going to work? How are we going to trust you? You just had 1 month. What is 1 month? You finish up and you go. And because there's so much waiting for you out there, but you are in a hurry, to get out. Now you are looking for where to hang yourself. But just little things. He didn't know that the organization will send. I think that's a food organization. I can't remember. Will send them a reference, whatever, to us to give him an evaluation before they will take him properly. So little things matter. You never can tell. Be true to yourself. Thanks, Binta, for always being a person of integrity. Finally, Emmanuel, please make it snappy so we can go.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. So I want to thank Madam Flora for the question answer. So it's important that we recognize the difference between character and duty. A typical example of duty is using the example of the story in the Bible, the prodigal son. We find out that we can say that the prodigal son had character deficiency and all that. But when we look at that story critically, we also look at his elder brother. The elder brother was just there. He did everything the father asked him to do, but then we find out that everything he was doing was just for duty. And at the end of the day, we saw how he reacted when the father was welcoming the brother back. So there's a place. It's important that we recognize the difference between someone who has character and who is just doing things for duty. You can still be diligent doing things, and the character will not be there. And a lot of time we mistaking the attitude of people always doing things, doing work they are supposed to do as character, as them having character. I don't know how to paint it, but then we just have to have that understanding that yes, character is there. Yes, there's a place for duty and there's a place for character. Understanding this difference between character and duty is very important. And in our world today, just like Mother Flora said, we've always celebrated this thing, talent, duty above character, and you see a lot of people who just get away with it with, oh, duty. We and they just use it. Duty just become a cover up, and people will just do things like, oh, it's duty, and since he's able to do his duty, he's a person of character and integrity. So understanding the difference between character and duty, when someone is exhibiting good character and when the person is just doing things just because they want to do it, is very important. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. It's been an amazing day. Lots of learning and sharing. The most important is that we are taking on this learning and we are using it to make a difference in ourselves and in the community. Reach out to other people. I'm happy that new people are joining the character room, and lots of us are great ambassadors. I don't want to call names, but you know yourself. Please keep sharing about what we do here. I'm also sharing every time I teach my guys, I share a bit to say, okay, this is what we do. But most important is that we are reaching out to other people and sharing about good behavior. Let them see it in us, and then they will make decision whether they to be a good person or not. Thanks everyone for being part of today's session. Tomorrow is Friday, our book review. We are going to conclude on character and life choices part B, and then we'll do our book review. If you are yet to finish by chapter 6 and 7, please ensure that you finish up so that you can contribute tomorrow. We'll give them enough time tomorrow. We have time to, digest, because it's basically the whole thing that we've been doing the whole week. So we have people share from what they've read in the book. All right. Thanks, everybody, and have a beautiful day. If anybody looks for your trouble, let me know. I'm here to fight for you. Bye for now. Bye, everyone.